much further than that. So you'll have private IP addresses back here. You know, let's say this is your system, or this is Anna's system, as you can tell. And she's running behind this NAT. It doesn't matter if you have, let's say, ports running on your system. If you have services running, for example, you're running Apache or whatever, it doesn't matter. Your NAT will actually block it out unless you're doing port forwarding or using a DMZ. But, yeah, that's it for this slide. So what we're going to talk about first is something called XPS, cross-protocol scripting. You may have heard of it recently. It was made kind of big by a well-respected group called Goatsy Security. So cross-protocol scripting. Basically, with an HTTP server, you can run it on any port. A little more information here. With Hidden Form, we can basically submit data to any port, to any HTTP server. What's interesting about this is HTTP is a new line-based protocol. What that means is when you're doing HTTP requests, every piece of data is on a new line. Now there are other protocols that work like this. SMTP, for example. When you connect to an SMTP server, you say, you know, hello, and a bunch of other stuff, and you say, I want to send mail, or recipient, body, or data, so on and so forth. IRC also works this way. So the cool thing is, you can actually talk to an IRC server, make your browser think that it's an HTTP server, and your browser will first send the HTTP request, and in the content or in the post data, send IRC commands. What will happen is the IRC server will actually look at that HTTP response and be like, I don't know what this is. Ignore, 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 until it gets to valid commands that it understands, and then execute those. So, in this example, we're just telling to an IRC server. We basically should demonstrate how new line-based protocols look. We send something like user, Sammy, Nick, Sammy, might have to respond to a ping request. We join a channel, and then we ask them where to get WinNuke. It doesn't work anymore, I tried it. Is it? Yeah. So at this point, this is how you would actually produce that in HTTP. We can actually